It's one of the fastest growing companies in the world. And I think it really does come to the culture.
I do. It's the best culture that I've ever worked at. There's something to say when you interview with a company and you get a good vibe, you never know if it's really how it's going to be when you start working. And so, I mean, I interviewed at Ulta and I felt like I had found a new best friend. But I was like, well, that's just, how they outwardly face. It for sure isn't going to be like this when I, come into the office. And when I started in 2020. So, it was a remote environment. And even then, you feel the culture and just the people are so genuine. They bring so much joy with them. Yes, it's like beauty products and hair care and things like that. But it all centers around this idea of self-care. And so that also is a part of the conversations that we have. And I think if we are taking care of our own needs, then it helps us show up better, then gives us, a better culture in general.
When you talk about the culture, I can experience it with Nico.
Yeah.
When I first met Nico, who actually, Mike, you were talking about how Ablr has grown because of our clients, but I also think it's our partners in the community. And so
100%.
Was introduced to Nico by one of our partners over at East Texas Lighthouse. She met Nico and Nico he was so intentional about wanting to have people with lived experiences on the accessibility team. And that's what drove him, to be connected to me. And we had this, this conversation. And that very first time talking to Nico, you could feel that culture you're talking about. The way he talked about Ulta and how much he's grown with the company. And I think that's one of the things. It's a company invested in him and he's investing in the company. And I think when you look at Ulta's growth over the last several years, it's one of the fastest growing companies in the world. And I think it really does come to the culture.